Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions review and demo on the brand new L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. As soon as I saw that this was coming out, I searched all over the place, and literally the only place that I could find this bad boy was Bed Bath & Beyond, which I feel like is so random. Like, I didn't even really know that they had makeup, but they had it at Bed Bath & Beyond and it was fully stocked. So if you're looking for it, definitely check that place out because they had every shade there. I ended up going with 305 Natural Beige because in the L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation, I'm 205 Natural Beige. So I think the Infallible Total Cover just runs in the 3 range, where the L'Oreal Pro Glow runs in the 2 range, if that kind of makes sense. So I picked it up in hopes that it was the same shade as the L'Oreal Pro Glow, which I know matches me. I did pay $13 for it. Well, that was what it was listed as, like, at the store, but Bed Bath & Beyond always has coupons, so I believe it had a 20% off coupon, so I got some money off, but it was listed at $13, which is a little bit steep, but I feel like in the past few years, drugstore foundations have just got a lot more expensive. Like, I remember back in the day where you could get a drugstore foundation for like $7 or $8. That doesn't really exist anymore, but it is still a lot cheaper than, you know, high-end foundations at Sephora and Ulta, and I've heard really good things about it. I've also heard a few mixed reviews as well, so I was very interested in trying it out and seeing how I personally liked it, because I do really love the L'Oreal Pro Glow. I did do a first impressions on that foundation. If you're interested, I'll link it down below, but I definitely knew I really wanted to try this. As far as like some of the claims, it is a natural finish, so in between a matte and radiant, which I like because I do have dry skin. It is 24-hour wear, so we shall see. I will have this makeup on for quite a while today, not 24 hours, but we'll see if it actually wears for a long time because I have a lot to do today. High/complete coverage, so it's going to be full coverage, and the texture is supposed to be air light. So we are going to test all those claims, see if this foundation is worth it, if it's a good one that you should run out and try and find, or if you should skip on it and get something else. I have a lot of foundation first impressions coming for you guys because I feel like around this time at the end of the year and start of the new year, the drugstore and Sephora and Ulta come out with so many new foundations, so I literally just ordered 4 online to do first impression reviews, demos for you guys. So get excited, lots of new foundations to check out, but I knew I definitely wanted to start with this one. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel before you leave so you don't miss out on any of my future first impressions on foundations or any other videos that I have on my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for the holidays, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright you guys, so we're gonna jump right on in. I have this foundation in the shade 305 Natural Beige. The foundation comes in this squeezy tube. This is not my favorite like way to have foundation. I would much prefer a pump, but I do like this better than like a liquid foundation that you have to pour out that doesn't have a pump. Squeezy tubes are better than that in my opinion, and it is the same, you know, thing. The L'Oreal Pro Glow is also a squeeze tube, except that one is wider and shorter. This one is longer and skinnier, but you know, packaging wise, pretty similar. So I'm just gonna squeeze some out on my finger. Okay, so I can already tell it looks like it's actually very thick just from like squeezing it out. It's like actually kind of hard to squeeze. So I think it is gonna be full coverage, but definitely kind of thick. It kind of has like a moussey consistency to it as well. So I'm going to leave it at that much and see kind of how that works. I'm going to blend this out with a beauty blender. Not sure if this color is going to be right. I'm obviously not matching the color to my face. I'm matching the color to my neck. But not sure if this color is great, but I'll still wear it anyways to test it out for you guys. It definitely is really full coverage. I have like a big blemish there and it covered it up like without any issues, so that's good. And it is pretty easy to blend out. I'm just using a dampened beauty blender. I did apply a primer prior to you know, turning the camera on, just because I do always use a primer with my foundation. The coverage is definitely really good, so that I can tell right off the bat. I am just a little bit nervous because of like the moussey consistency and how it is rather thick, that it's going to like settle really badly into fine lines and stuff. So I guess we'll just see how that works throughout the day. So I can definitely tell that this definitely isn't like a perfect shade for me, where the L'Oreal Pro Glow actually matches me pretty well. So I think that the actual foundation, even though the color name might be the same, the actual colors are not. Because this is pulling a lot more of like a gray tone on my skin, where the L'Oreal Pro Glow in this shade, Natural Beige, doesn't. So I don't think the shades are actually the same, even though they're called the same thing. Okay, so far I can tell you guys that it blended out pretty easily. I think in total it took me like less than a minute to blend this out on my face. It is a rather thick consistency, which does concern me a little bit, that it is going to settle into my fine lines, but we shall see. The moussey-like consistency of this though, I actually really like because, or kind of like whipped consistency, because it does feel kind of cooling on the skin, and I have dry skin, so I do like that, and the coverage is definitely really, really good. Like, this is certainly full coverage, so I do like that, and I didn't really have to use too much of the foundation either to get it to this coverage. So if you like super full coverage, you just could use like another, if you put another layer of this on your face, like, you would see literally nothing. So it could definitely be really full coverage. I don't love the fact that the shades don't seem to be the same, because I know the L'Oreal Pro Glow in this exact shade does not look this color on me, but this color isn't like so bad that I can't go around today with it on my face and, you know, not look like a freak or anything. So I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the day. I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my makeup. I have a lot of errands, a lot of things to do today. It is 10:11 right now in the morning, so I'm gonna wear it all day long, and then I will fill you guys in at the end of the night on my final thoughts and kind of my first impressions on this foundation. But so far, I do like it, and we shall see how the rest of the day goes. All right, you guys, so I was not kidding when I said it was going to be late. It is now 12:49 p.m. It's like technically the next day already. I knew I was not gonna get home till late, but we really did put this foundation to the test, because it has been on my skin, I guess, for 12, 13, 14, almost 15 hours for now, which is a really long time. I don't ever typically wear makeup for this long. Like, a lot of times when I know I have something to do at night, I won't put my makeup on so early in the morning, if that kind of makes sense. But I feel like overall, this foundation actually lasted like really well. Like, I feel like it still looks pretty good and does not look like it was on my face for almost 15 hours. And I literally did not touch it up at all throughout the day. At all. I was super busy. I did not powder. I didn't add more blush. So this is basically, you know, just it worn throughout the day, and I actually think it looks pretty good. One thing I do really like is that it did not oxidize on my skin. I feel like once I put the rest of my makeup on, it kind of made the color match a bit better to my neck. Like, once I had like my powder and my blush and contour and bronzer and stuff on, it didn't make it, like, it made the color look better on my skin. Like, I don't really even think it looks that bad right now. It isn't perfect like undertone wise, but it's not as bad as when I first put it on, I feel like. But I don't think the actual foundation itself oxidized. It was more so when I added the additional makeup that it made it look kind of better with my skin tone, if that kind of makes sense. But overall, I think the coverage and the lasting power is pretty amazing. Like, I think it still looks really good, and it's been a really long time. Definitely full coverage. I don't have any issues with it as of now with my skin. It did settle into some fine lines, like my smile lines and stuff right here. Typically, foundations always do. There are very few that haven't really done that on me, so I still definitely think that I will reach for this foundation. I think it's a really great option from the drugstore, specifically if you're looking for something that's very full coverage and long lasting. If you work really long hours at work, you need your makeup to last for a really long time, and you like a full coverage look, I think this would definitely be a foundation that I would check out. Overall, I really like it. I guess I really like L'Oreal foundations, because this is now the third foundation from L'Oreal that I've tried like within the past year and a half that I really, really like. I can definitely see myself reaching for this. I do think I'm going to check out some of the other colors and see if I can get one that matches me a bit better. I don't like that the shades are not exactly the same as the Pro Glow. It would just be so much easier if they were, but that's alright. I'm gonna go and check and see if they have one that matches me a bit better. But overall, I really like it. It does get 2 thumbs up from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel before you leave so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!